Hi y'all! Welcome back. I'm Tamara.
And I'm Gabby.
And this is our year-end WIP parade.
And this is I'd Rather Be Stitching.
Oh yeah, this is I'd Rather Be Stitching. And this is our very first WIP parade.
Ever.
So, I mean, it's our first official WIP parade, we should say.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, we're going to jump right in, and we're not going to do editing on this video, so we're going to apologize beforehand
for all the
crinkles, the zippers, any random glares, or dog what have yous.
And that's just a permanent apology because
yeah.
our dog is loud.
And she's random.
So we're starting in chronological order.
Yes.
So this is the very oldest WIP. Good Lord, it's over a decade old.
So this was started roughly June 30th of 2013. This is before I actually started record keeping, but based on like pictures and stuff, I'm pretty sure that's about when it was started.
11 and a half years ago, for those who aren't great at math.
Yeah, but to be fair, I did take about an 8-year hiatus of this. So this is our family crest. This is done on 14 count Aida white, because back in the day that's all I knew about. So a lot of the older ones are going to be 14 count white Aida.
And this is what it's going to look like.
That's right.
That's the done thing.
All right. And we're just going to toss these.
And just throw them like a frisbee.
Yeah, right here.
Okay. Alright, next we have...
This is one y'all have never seen before because I don't know where this was lost. But I started this a long time ago. Can you try that out? In one of the first videos I showed a finished framed unicorn that I made for my sister for however long ago. Well, this one I started shortly after that for my brother. So this one doesn't even have a date. I have no idea when it was started. It's old though, and here it is.
Here it is.
And
also 14 count Aida.
Yeah, this was a kit. It's a Jan Lin kit, 14 count Aida. I have no idea how old it is, but that's what it is. So there's that one.
There's that one. And then we've got this mysterious manila envelope.
Oh, this one is also
charming.
Estimated the date. This is my husband's shame, not mine. I threw him under the bus. This is a cross stitch he started.
Also a kit?
Also a kit. So I had to find it online and print a picture of it. He decided after these few stitches that he doesn't like cross stitch. And I found it again recently, so I might at some point finish that for him. But again, I don't know the date. About 10 years ago at least.
Goodness.
Easily.
Alright, here's my shame. Not quite a UFO, but good gracious.
It's definitely been...
It was bought for me, for my request, the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here is what it looks like.
What did we say, 2021? Yeah, 2021.
Yep, 2021.
August 17th,
This is my oldest WIP.
And the Mandalorian is the one she's doing.
Yeah, I'm doing the Mandalorian. And it is on 14 count black Aida. It's like the only piece we had. Because I thought it'd be really cool. And I probably will finish it someday. But that was upside down. That's how it's supposed to look. I have not worked on it in forever. Yeah. I worked on it about twice. I was doing the black stitches and decided I didn't like that.
Yeah, black on black.
It's as bad as white on white.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
All right. Another source of shame for both of us in this case.
Yeah.
Oh, there's still in your hoop.
Yes, it is.
This is called Winter Splendor Stitch Along. It was a stitch along, but it was from what?
January 2022.
January of 2022, and this is actually embroidery.
Yeah.
This was the first embroidery I ever attempted. This is what the finished product looks like.
This was my second embroidery attempt.
And we made similar progress.
I think it'll show through these, so we can do them one at a time. Yeah.
So this one's mine. And this is what we got those friction pens for.
Yes.
Which was pretty cool to do the tracing.
Yeah, it was.
But that's what I've done on mine. I made some changes to the original colors.
I did too.
To personalize.
Yeah, I did too. I think it was the door that I changed the color of. So far.
Didn't you do another one?
I started the birdhouse, but I didn't change. I don't think I changed the color on
I
that.
didn't mean. I just meant another Rita Squares. So that's
No.
Winter Splendor, and that's on some kind of fabric.
Yeah, this is on whatever you do embroidery on, like linen or.
I think it's linen. Yeah, it's like 2 layers, and one of them's linen.
Yeah. Oh, and we did start that in January of 2022. I don't know if we said that. This one is also Gabby Shame.
This is, I don't know the name of the pattern. It's like.
It's something about a voyage. No, it's actually called a sea voyage. Or
sea
something
voyage.
Like
that sounds about right. That's what it'll look like. I started making this for a friend of mine.
Do you remember when? Because I didn't know.
In February of 22. About a month before his birthday, and was not able to finish it, and then just kept not finishing it. Like Hanukkah passed, I didn't finish it. His birthday passed again, I didn't finish it. And now I haven't even talked to him in forever. So yeah, this is, but I like the pattern a lot. It just hurts me to look at it sometimes. So it sits in the bottom of a bin, waiting for me to
finish it for her mom and dad because our veterans nautical themed.
Finish it for me because I put all the blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Yeah, but as a gift, you might actually be motivated to finish it. Okay, this is another one that y'all have never seen. That is because originally I chose not to show it because I didn't want to spoil it because it's a gift. But I'm pretty sure that who this is for does not watch. And so I'm going to show, this is a free pattern from DMC. You can still get it, but I didn't have an actual mock-up. So just real quick, that's what it looks like. There's a whole bunch of little motifs, and I was doing them individually as magnets.
And that's what she has so far.
That's what I've done. They're just cute little quick things. They're done on, 14 count fiddler's cloth?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and so was the last one.
Oh, yeah, that was 14 count fiddlers.
Yep.
All right, and this one I started, July 16th of 2022.
And it's called Sushi Girls.
DMC. It's still there, I believe, and it's free.
Okay. Wow.
What's this?
Another
yeah, this one is another gift, but she knows about this one now because I gave it up. Terrible.
You are.
But she was like, oh, that's nice. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad you like it. It's for you.
I don't think you have a mock-up in here, just the chart.
Oh, okay. This is another free one by DMC. It's called Wild Skull. And I'm pretty sure it's still on their website for free. And this one was started about May 15th of 2023. And this is 14 count black Ada. She was wrong. It wasn't the only piece that we had.
Oh, yeah. She used the last piece. We had 2 and she used the last one.
I did. So, now that is Wild Skull.
Oops. Did we skip one?
No, that one's not on here. This is actually, yes, we did. This one is older than...
Tiny little bag.
So this one is probably 8 or 9 years old. It's a 14 count fiddler's cloth. It's barely done, and it was lost in a drawer.
And she also only has the chart for it.
Yeah, well, I don't even know where I got this one. It's so old, but it's a bunch of little, nautical, just a quick flash, nautical, what have you. Oh, maybe it says on this where it's from. It does not. That's okay. All I've done, this was a purse kit that I kept in there for emergency stitching. And
that's a thing.
There's threads everywhere. And I don't know if it'll show up. It's just barely some coconuts. But yeah, it's like 10 years old. So I'll probably stick that back in a purse.
And maybe finish it in another 10 years.
Maybe. Alright.
Alright, next is...
this one has been shown.
This is next, right? And you might order out of order.
So this one was started August 17th of 2023.
Oh, and there's a needle on it.
That's okay.
Careful of that.
It's protected. It has a needle minder.
Okay.
Watching over
This
it.
is Weirdos.
Weirdos. And we do have a sheet for what this one will look like. This one is on 14 count white Ada, as per usual. And what it will look like
is coming up in just a second. Please stand by. That's what it'll look like. And yep,
that's also
that's
a
all
gift.
we have to say about that.
Yeah. Most of these are also using DMC floss,
Oh,
just so you know.
Oh,
That's Castle
Homecoming.
It's,
Alright.
This is in a legit project bag that I made.
This was your first stitch along, right?
This was my first stitch along, yes.
For
This was also my first project bag, or one of the first.
Two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, let me take the hoop off of this one so you can see the whole. I'm sorry, I was ill prepared for this part.
You're leaving all your hoops.
We spent all the time putting them in chronological order.
We did.
So
all the time.
So this one is
Castle
Homecoming. I guess we don't have a mock-up page for this one because it was a stitch along.
Yeah.
And it's all kinds of wrinkled.
Yeah.
But this one is done on a 14 count Ada that Gabby and I hand dyed. It's like a light gray.
Oh, this was our first dyeing.
Yes, this is the first one we ever dyed. It's like a mottled gray. So I really like this
kind
one.
of fabric?
It's 14 count Ada that used to be
formerly white.
Yeah. The fabric formerly known as white Ada.
Yeah.
I don't know if we said it, but that one was started on September 29th of 2023.
Oh boy. Oh, I left mine in the hoop.
It's karma. It's your hoop karma. So this one we don't have a mock-up because this one is completely personalizable.
Yeah, this is a stitch your own adventure.
Yeah, and it's called the Wandering in Middle Earth Stitch Along. And the last part has already dropped. We are still on the introduction.
The prologue.
The prologue, as it were. This is 14 count, used to be white Ada that we tea-dyed.
No, that one was tea dye and then experimental acrylic paint.
Yeah. Because the tea dye kept.
It didn't, because she dyed from white, and so it wasn't getting the color she wanted it to be.
Yeah, maybe I should have made a darker, stronger tea or something. I don't know.
We dyed it with paint.
Yeah.
With like the little cheap Walmart
acrylics.
Yeah.
I saw a video. I don't remember where, but.
And here's mine, and this is on 14 count tea dyed fiddler's cloth.
Yes, which works much better.
Yeah. And she was giving me a hard time. Like, you want a tea dye fiddler's cloth? It's already off white.
Yeah, but it looks good. She was right.
So there's that.
So I have Ada Envy.
So that's
Wandering in
Middle Earth. Oh boy.
Oh, when we started those October 27th of 2023.
And look at all the progress we have to show for it.
Yes. Okay, the next one is Murder Shows. This was started December 9th, which for the record is my sister's birthday. If you're watching, happy birthday from 2023. I started this for you. Just kidding.
Of course.
Just kidding. This is mine.
And this was from our Hanukkah that year. We didn't do videos, but it was, she did 7-day gifts for me. And this was the 7th day hoodie and the pattern for each of us. I haven't started mine yet.
But I have started mine.
And that's the progress. And it's
2 letters.
Yep, 2 letters on with like 4 strands or whatever.
Yes, this is 4 strands over the 1 square. So that one is quite thick.
Alright. And this is...
Oh, I finally got a picture of this one for y'all. I've been showing this one occasionally with no picture. This, I call her Lady Snowman. This is an unlicensed kit. Yes, I know about unlicensed now. I didn't when I bought it. This little corner here and this tiddly bit is all I've done. And you can see the progress much better from the back. which is still not a lot of progress. But I like to stitch on this when I remember that people have snow day stitches. I'm like, oh, I'll stitch on that, because even though it never snows here, it has been extraordinarily cold.
That's true.
Like a low, it's been in the 20s for lows, which is crazy for here.
All right. And this is Wind Moon Fairy. This is the one she... What?
Hold on. That snowman one was started December 21st of 2023, and it was a kit, obviously.
And this one is Wind Moon Fairy.
Yes.
That she went all out for the preparation of this one.
This was started January 1st of 2024 for Allison from Cross Stitch the Globe's birthday start, and it was also Hannah Wollstonholm's hers was a Fancy Ladies stitch
Fancy
along.
Lady.
So I started it for both of theirs. This is my first Fancy Lady.
That's 14 count, hand dyed.
Yep, we dyed this one.
Another of our forays into hand dyeing.
Yeah, which we really enjoy.
Yes.
This is the bag that I made for it.
And she made a little charm and
I did the zipper pull. Little zipper pull.
And all these little
Floss drops.
moon floss drops. I know what they're called. I was waiting
Oh.
for you to free up the camera.
Oh, well, let's show the picture of what it's going to look like, too.
Oh, yeah. That.
This is what she will look like someday.
When she's more than just an arm.
But I'm stitching her without the background, so I dyed the fabric to kind of look like the background.
And that's that.
Yep, so we're up to January 1st of 2024. Now you're going to get to see how many things I've started
In 2024.
in 2024.
It's more than she started before 2024.
Yeah, all combined.
Yeah.
All the years combined.
All the years combined.
Well, no, not
It's more than
not all the starts. I mean, if you carried all the whips.
all the whips. All the things still going.
Yeah. All right. Temperature
This
Dragons.
is the Temperature Dragon. This
Which-
was a stitch along,
No, this wasn't a stitch along.
or a stitch of it's a temperature.
temperature,
It's a
yeah.
temperature stitch thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Which we both started on January 1st of 2024.
And she wrote me into it.
I did not.
She was like, "Hey, Gabby, do you want to stitch this with me?
I'm
You can
pretty
do the
sure I-
lows. I'll do the highs for the day, and you can do the lows for the day."
I'm pretty sure that's not how that conversation
It
went.
is. It is how it went. I knew it was going to be a bad idea, and I agreed to it anyway.
Because she was like, I really want to stitch that.
Because it seems so cool to do, like, the
But you didn't want to do it.
day.
She didn't want to do the same thing, which is why I suggested doing the lows.
But the problem is exactly what I thought the problem would be.
There's a lot of the same colors.
No, that's not what I thought the problem would be.
What?
If I don't stitch it every single day, I get behind and behind and behind. So this is January and most of February, some of February. And that's as far as I got.
Well, there are struggles with this one because the coloring was not
That's her struggle.
to my liking. So I still have to recolor that so that I can finish it.
So I don't even get to leave 2024 in the past behind me because I have that.
But most stitchers know the struggle of keeping up on stitch-alongs.
Pardon
I
my
did
crinkles.
say that was started January 1st, 2024. Moving on to February of 2024 is another bag I made. This one was the worst. It's very, very janky.
Was this the one that you were
Screaming, pulling hair
getting a
out.
little...
Yeah,
She
I
was getting a little
rage
fresh-
quit.
She was getting a little frustrated.
I did. I rage quit. Legit rage quit. My husband's like, you need to walk away. Because I bought heavy duty interfacing accidentally because I don't sew a lot. And I didn't realize there was more than one kind of interfacing.
And it was gumming up the
It
sewing
was
machine.
gumming up the needle and making everything like jam.
Anyway,
Oh, I was so mad.
but
so
this is what is this called?
mad. 100 Owls.
100 Owls by Owl Forest Embroidery.
Yes.
And we started this for the Superb Owl Stitch Along.
Yep. And that was February 3rd of 2024.
And this is one that we are gonna do together.
Yes.
I've currently only done a little blob of white at the top. But
And we hand dyed this one also. This is
was
14 count Ada that we've done like shades of green.
We did a little green and a little gray to make it softer.
Yes. So it would look like a shady forest walk.
Yes. And I did this blob up here. So.
Yeah. But that one's nice. I like the owl forest.
I like it. I like it too.
Patterns. They have some awesome patterns.
Alright. Now on to Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes was started
Alright. This is
February 19th, 2024.
Which one should we show? This?
Yeah, that one. This is a Stitch People pattern. It's free. It's not just cross stitch though. It's cross stitch and embroidery.
It's just a little funky.
Yeah, and they've invented some wackadoodle stitches on here that there's tutorial videos that I actually had to look at because I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? This is done on a mystery scrap of linen. It's my first time with linen. I don't love it, but I'm willing to try like a normal kind of linen. I don't know what this kind is, but I'm willing to try a normal kind sometime in the future.
And when did you start that?
Oh, February 19th, 2024.
Alright.
This was my Leap Day start. This is the Mount Vernon Mansion. It's a kit that my grandma gave me before she died.
Oh, wow.
And obviously I started it on Leap Day.
So abstract.
Yeah. Well, I haven't worked on it since then.
I think this is the correct orientation.
And this looks like 14 count Ada. It's just whatever the kit came with. Yeah, 14 count Charles Craft Ada. It's an off-white color.
Oh, the crinkliest.
Oh, more crinkles.
So
okay, this is my first birthday start. Do we have a picture for this one? Oh
yes,
yeah,
we do.
This one came with a picture.
So this is what, King of the Jungle?
I don't know.
That's what you wrote down
Yes,
as.
King of the Jungle.
Is this another
Unlicensed. Apologies.
bought at the same time?
Yes,
so.
it was 4 that I bought at the same time, and I've started 2 of them. And this one was start on my birthday, April 10th of 2024. And this has just a tiny little start. It's a parrot
up here.
or macaw. I don't know the difference between a parrot and a macaw.
It's one of those loud birds.
A jungle bird.
Yeah, that's what I said. Alright. And then
I think those kits are actually 11 count, which I didn't even realize when I got them, so they're really
this
chunky.
is the first of the samplers.
yes,
The
seasonal
season
samplers.
This is
Spring.
I can show this, right?
Yeah, it's a free. I mean, show it fast. It's a free pattern.
Spring sampler.
It's from like I don't remember where. Blogspot.
All it is like the chart, right?
Yeah. No, I mean it has numbers assigned, but I didn't completely agree with their numbers, so some of them I substituted my own colors for.
And that's what kind of fabric is
This
that?
is 14 count Ada. It's a light blue color that we didn't dye this one. That's just what it came. And this was the second birthday start. So April 10, 2024.
Okay. What is this?
And I do have notes here in case you're wondering why I'm staring at the table.
Oh, this is the fungus book.
Yes, the fungi book Stitch Along, which has long since been over. This was started May 4th of 2024, and that's how far I've gotten.
This is fine. At least it has a
It's
spine.
the spine of a book.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
No,
And
not
this is what kind of?
Oh, this is 18 count white Ada.
Okay, 18 count.
Yes.
Getting fancy with it.
Getting fancy.
Woo. All right. And do you have what that's supposed to look like?
I think.
And that's from
May 4th, I think.
yeah.
No,
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't get a printout of what that one looks like.
Oops. Really prepared.
But that is May 4th. This one started the same day. I don't know why
Same
these.
exact day.
Yeah, these.
She was on her stitch along kick.
I was. So
Right.
Yeah, there's
and
no,
this was right before we moved. So she started a bunch of projects and then
and
did not work on them for about 2 months.
Yeah. This one
And-
doesn't have a printout either, but
Yeah.
a lot of people will know this one. Maybe not everybody.
This is the Deadly Aquarium stitch along.
Yes, and this is 18 count. Used to be white, but we dyed this one green. Also, we made this more of a darker green than the
A bluish green.
Yeah. But anyway, that one was also started on May 4th. Deadly Aquarium, and that one is also long over, and I'm not very far. But a couple of people have started a stitch along for this one recently. They've decided to do it together behind, and said I could join them.
How nice.
I think it's Cross Stitch Bunny, but I don't remember.
Ooh, this one's such a nice fabric.
Yes.
I love
This
every time we
one
find out.
is the Arctic Animal Stitch Along, which is not yet finished, but I am way behind. I'm doing this one on I can't remember if this is a 25 count Monaco or 28 count Monaco. I'm not sure how it comes.
Also hand dyed.
Yes, but we did
This one was so fun to do. We
Yes.
did like 3 different dips.
Yeah, blue, purple,
and pink.
And we love it.
And we had extra of the dyes left over, so that's what the same batch we made some other
Blue
just,
and white.
just for fun, just dyed them randomly.
Which you'll see those
Blue and
scraps
white
later.
and
a pink and purple
Yep,
one. Yeah.
both of them are going to show up in
Yep.
later projects.
And this one was started May 9th of 2024, which is actually one of our
5
daughters.
days later, after the 2 stitch alongs she started. She started a 3rd stitch along.
Yes, because these 3 were all purchased with birthday money. All 3 of them. I was like, yay, I got birthday money.
Alright.
I'm joining everything.
It's your turn.
Oh, my turn. Okay. So, continuing in chronological order. I'm not sure where the parrot came in. I actually made this parrot on the bag, but I finished it and now it's just a bag. So it's not actually part of the WIP parade. And this, I don't have a picture for either. It's another free pattern from DMC. And what is this fabric?
Fiddler's cloth.
Yeah, but this is I think this is a 16 count fiddler's cloth.
And that is going to be
American flag map.
yeah. Do you have that right side up? Let me see that.
Yes.
Oh, that's Maine.
I know what the
I
US
thought
looks
I
like.
thought that was Florida.
Apparently one of us knows what the US looks like.
I know what it looks like. I thought that was Florida.
So this one was started on July 4th. This was my 4th of July
Very
start.
appropriate.
Indeed.
All right, and then we have a little time jump here. That's the only one you did in the midst of our move. It
Yes.
looks like
Because we weren't moving that day.
We went from May to July,
Yeah.
and then the next one,
So this one was started in our new house on July 4th.
and the next one
The next one
is
is...
September.
Nope. It's you. When did you
This
start?
is an unknown date at the end of July, because I don't keep a record of my stitching, so apologies. But this is a kit that was purchased for me for last year's Hanukkah.
Mhm.
And this is, where's the kit?
Oh,
There's the kit.
sorry,
It's got the
fell-
picture.
fell down in the back.
So this is what it originally looks like. It was just on white, whatever, probably 14 count off-brand Ada. But I didn't like the colors and I didn't like the fabric. So I redid pretty much everything. So I'm doing blue background, and then this was one of the scraps of fabric that we dyed from the Arctic Animals batch. So it's hand dyed, formerly white 14 count Ada, because that's pretty much all I stitch on. And that's going to be a pineapple, and I wanted to finish it during the summer, but I failed. So I'll probably finish it next summer.
And then the next one. for
Next
me,
one is
September.
September 13th. This is
Fish in a
the
bottle.
Make It Murder Stitch Along
Yes.
project.
which I don't have a mock-up for it. All I have is the, I thought there was a mock-up. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. This one I don't have a mock-up for. I have little parts where you can see that I am adding a corpse and a man escaping after dumping a body in the water.
Sweet.
And these, only one of them looks like a fish. I just cut squares the same size to kind of show where they're going to be on the chart.
It's a work in progress.
It is. We've just been, my husband and I, mostly he was just working on fixing the corpse and everything for me because I don't draw.
And this is the progress so far on some kind of fancy material.
This is a 25 count Lugana, and it's, I think the color is called Ivory.
It feels really nice.
It does. I love Lugana now. Lugana and Monaco, I think, are my two favorite new kinds of fabric. But that one was started September 13th of this year.
Alright. And look at this cute bag from Hobby Lobby.
Yep. Just the way it came.
Just the way it came.
All
We
right.
love Hobby Lobby.
We do.
Not sponsored.
The next one is called Together Dogs.
Oh, I know this one.
This was a Hanukkah birthday, is what I meant to say. Present from Gabby. And it was a kit from Hobby Lobby, as she just said. And I started this October 28th.
Her birthday's in April, and it took her till October to start it.
But remember, we moved. So be gentle in your judgments.
Alright. That's her
And
progress.
that's a kit. So that says 14 count Ivory Ada.
And it's real crunchy.
Yeah, it's very crunchy. But you know what? I don't mind crunchy Ada on a smaller project because it doesn't need a hoop then, and I can just do it in hand.
Oh, here is another piece of fabric that we dyed from the same batch as Arctic Animals.
This one, I do have a mock-up for this one, don't I?
Let's just take it out of its hoop.
Yes.
There was a needle on that.
Uh-oh.
I just saw it go flying.
Well, I'm going to be very still at the end of this video until that's found. I thought I had a mock-up. All right, I slacked in the printing of the pages, so
Oh
I
my
apologize.
gosh, Mom.
I'm sorry.
See, I made sure I had all of my projects had pictures. All 7 of mine.
Mhm.
So.
Anyway, this one, I just call it whatever bitches, because it's a snarky unicorn. Hand-dyed, 14 count, and this one was started on November 2nd. This is an unconventional cross-stitch pattern, so, you know, we purchased it to support their rebuilding effort, because that family is the one that had a house fire and lost all of their inventory for their business. So I just bought a digital pattern. Ta-da. All right, here's your...
Oh, another of my starts. Okay,
Yes.
all I have is a chart. I don't know where we got this because she found it.
This one was a free pattern from Cross Stitch the Globe. They're free autumn patterns, but it's no longer available online where it came from. So I couldn't get an actual mock-up.
So we couldn't find a mock-up. It's just a little flash of pattern. That's all I've got. And then my little start of it. She kitted it up for me. I begged her. I'm like, Mom, you kit it up for me so I can start it when I want to.
Yeah, but what was the date of start?
That's gonna be somewhere between.
It was like on the 7th, wasn't
Where
it?
are we now?
Or on the 5th. I think it was November 5th.
Yeah, that sounds about right. November 5th. Some random school night. And I think this might be upside down. This is the way it goes. Okay.
I don't know.
And this is some kind of fun fabric that we had extra of. It was 18 count Ada, I think.
No,
Or
this is
Lugana?
Lugana.
Okay, it's Lugana.
This was the ivory or whatever that color is.
And I tea-dyed it like as much as dark as I could get it. Because I wanted like a more of a brown background.
More autumn.
Yep, and it's now not autumn, so I haven't worked on it. Thank you.
Next one. This is Grow in Love and Faith. This was a fundraiser chart that Cross Stitch Bunny did for her kids' school. Sorry. That is what it will look like. And this one is, what is this on?
Ada.
Yep, this is 18 count Ada.
Alright, and this is
The tiny
what she has.
little border start.
And apparently the arrow is not even part of it.
No, that's just so I know which way is up, because
you never know sometimes.
no, when there's just a little bit, you're like, I don't know which way is up.
Alright.
Oh, that one was started on November 7th of 2024. Here, this goes in.
Alright.
I hope that goes to that one.
I just dropped it on the floor.
Oh my. Okay, this one was the next start. This is on a 25 count white Lugana. This is a Biscornu. It's supposed to be shades of purple. I've changed it to shades of blue and yellow. This is the front part of it. This is the back part. This is what I've been working on a lot lately.
And
I started it. What?
Sorry, go.
Oh, I started it November 27th of 2024.
And the beads, where you see the little brown beads, were originally red stitches.
Yeah.
And she wanted to do beads, and I thought the brown would look nicer with the...
Yeah.
It's like a root beer brown.
Yeah. Most people would call that Coca-Cola colored.
It's root beer. It's root beer colored.
So Gabby, we don't like Coke in this house. Hope y'all don't unfollow for that comment.
It's root beer. Root beer is better than
But they love root beer. So.
Hey, at least it didn't say Dr. Pepper brown.
I'm
a Dr. Pepper fanatic.
Yeah.
I love Dr. Pepper.
Okay, the next one is called Hogwarts. This is charted by Dark X Stitch, who is also a floss tuber. I don't know if that'll have a glare, so I'll take it out. This is what it will look like. This is the biggest project I've ever started. So this is on...
This is bottom left or bottom right?
This is bottom right. It's 18 count Ada. That was...
Bottom right? Oh.
Yeah, like that.
Bottom right.
Bottom right. That's all
it takes two people to hold.
That's the bottom left.
That's the bottom right.
That is the bottom
Oh, yeah.
left.
Stage left, stage right, whatever.
Oh. Okay, this is why we have a cameraman. Alright, this is all I've done on it so far. And this is an 18 count. Look, it's a hot mess.
I'm being swallowed
can
by
you-
fabric.
There we go. Pull it a
Okay.
little more.
Okay.
There we go. That is the start. That little corner. I'm doing this, like I said, it's a tea-dyed 18 count Ada, and I'm doing it in a half stitch.
Because otherwise you might never finish it.
Correct. And it's my first time working on this size of a project. It's my first time doing a full piece in half stitch. It's my first time using Pattern Keeper. So
All around,
it's a
very new.
it is very new. But I'm really excited to be doing that one. I want to get back to it soon, but it's actually one of my WIP Go calls for this month. So I will be
Alright.
getting to that. Now we have
blanket.
okay, this you guys didn't get to see before. Hold on one second, please.
Please stand by.
I need to caffeinate. Thank you.
Okay.
This was a secret I couldn't show you before because I was
Secret to
doing this
everyone.
for Gabby.
But she's very bad at keeping gift projects a secret.
But she wanted to open all of her Hanukkah stuff.
She encouraged me
I
to.
did. I'm not going to lie, I did.
There were 8 gifts. I was trying to make it stretch for most of the 8 nights. But
it's very hard.
when
We're very
curious-
close family, so it's very hard for me to sneak away to the bedroom and work on this because a few minutes later she's knocking on the door like, "Hey, Mom, what you doing?"
I don't do that.
So mostly I worked like crazy on this while she was at school.
Which was a lot.
Which was a lot, but I first had to crochet this border. It's called Crown Picot. I did it all the way around the whole blanket. It felt like I was crocheting for miles. I'm not fast.
And she was like, Hey Gabby, I'm gonna go ahead and have you pick up another skein of that Irish rain yarn, because I decided I am gonna knit those socks in the same color at the same time so that I can just have a pair. No, she wanted it for this.
Because I used the
She
sock
bamboozled
yarn.
me.
I did. I used the sock yarn for this project. But anyway, so after I did the border, I found this pattern for the Zelda Master Sword on Etsy. And I was embroidering this for her. This is how far I got before she decided to go ahead and open all the rest of the presents. And I'm like, well, you can have it, but it's not done yet. So I've done most of the Master Sword, and then there are some decorations on it and some vines and grass that I'll do at the end. But we've been really busy.
Nice.
I had to put this
I love
and
it
the
because the
biscuit.
edge makes it look like it's like fuzzy moss.
I thought it looked like leaves. That's
Or
why
parsley.
I picked
It's
that.
like the scriggly parsley.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, again, leaves. I was going for the leaf look, so when I saw that,
Regardless, it's very natural.
yes. So that was, I actually really enjoyed that. That really got me in the mood to crochet, which is unfortunate because that happened right before our
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. So I had to put that aside and the Biscornu aside to work on Hanukkah project, or the Hanukkah projects every day of Hanukkah.
So this is that leads right into our Hanukkah
Yes.
starts.
I don't know.
I love how I say our like it's not just her.
So this was the first Hanukkah start. This is a Shalom towel.
And it doesn't appear that we have.
No, these are from a magazine. These are from old 90s cross-stitch magazines. One of them has the word Shalom. The other magazine has like Star of David. So I'm going to put a Star of David on either end of it. And this is a 14 count towel. 14? It's hard to tell on these towels. This, I think, is 11 count towel panel.
Some kind of towel.
Whatever.
Anyway.
It's something. It
It's
was
a
nice.
towel.
Yep. Now that Hanukkah's over. So next year we'll have a Hanukkah towel.
Maybe.
That was made. Rude.
It took you all for that matzah cover.
Yeah, but the fall towel, I got done in 1 year.
That's true.
Anyway, this is the second Hanukkah start. So that first one was started on December 25th.
Yep. First night of Hanukkah.
Yep. The second one
This is 26.
was started the 26th.
You're going to see a theme here.
Of December. This is called 7 Species.
Do you actually have a start for this?
I do. It's very small. This is one of the days we had the grandkids here, so I didn't get a lot of stitching done. I started right in the center. This is an 18 count Ada. I did not even bother to dye it because this is a full coverage piece. So there is the tiny middle start. And then the next one.
The next one started the night of the 27th.
Yep. This is called Stan the Snowman. This is a vintage pattern from the 80s or 90s.
Ooh, so vintage.
I don't have a mock-up for this one either, because this was a pattern for my mom's stash. And it's on a 25 count, I think it's blue steel or steel blue Lugana.
Yep. Blue steel.
It's actually steel blue.
Oh, okay.
But that's why I want to say blue steel. Okay, so that was that one. The next one is a candle wicking kit.
Started the night of the 28th.
Yes. Also from my mother's stash. It's a whole kit, so it's like, this is like linen, or like legit linen, what you actually would
Like someone's linens.
wear.
Yeah.
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 Let me put this right side up. I'm about to show you upside down. This is what the kit looks like. It's to make a pillow. I don't know that I want a pillow, but I definitely liked learning how to do
cute.
this. So this is pretty cool. And this one taught me that I can do French knots if I just cheat
Aren't they not French knots?
and make them colonial knots instead.
So she can do French knots if she doesn't do French knots at all.
That's right. The colonial knot is almost the same as a French knot. I'm pretty sure I'm holding this wrong.
It doesn't matter. It's It really does.
The birds, the right side up.
Birds.
Those are birds.
Oh, I thought it was all just like floral design.
No, yeah, I am holding this wrong. This is the right way. See the birds?
Oh, those are birds.
Yeah. This is the right way. So I really enjoy doing this. This is really fun to learn, and it's so much easier to make those knots.
French knots aren't even that hard if you're skilled like me.
I'm not skilled at all with
I
knots.
suck at French knots.
Okay, this one is another free pattern from Alforce Embroidery. There was a collection, I think, of 12 Biscornu patterns.
Weren't they Christmas?
They're called Christmas Biscornu, but one of them was snowmen, and one of them is candles, which, I'm sorry, Alforce, that's very Hanukkah.
Especially in blue.
Especially, yeah, shades
Candles
of
in
blue.
blue? Come on now.
So this one is done on a piece of 25 count Lugana, as I said. That's one of my new happy places. And that is how far I got in this one. I also really love making Biscornus. So how other people love to make tiny decorative pillows, I apparently love making tiny decorative Biscornus.
Which is pretty much the same
thing.
That's the same thing.
It's just how they go together that's different. This one doesn't involve sewing, per se.
I don't like sheet protectors. It's ridiculous.
Just put it aside. So that one was started on December 29th. The next one is the second of those sample.
Third, really.
Well, it's only the second one I started.
Well, the autumn one's done.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the autumn one is a finish.
Okay, this is a third.
This is a third and the second ongoing one.
Yes.
This is the winter little
Sampler.
which
Which I've completely recolored.
totally recolored.
So this is my start on that.
This was the night of the 30th.
Yes, and I really like these little samplers. But
And that's what, 14 count
oh yes,
Ada?
Blue Ada, 14 count. We didn't dye this one. This was just bought
Already blue. Yep.
Yeah, this is all the Ada that I inherited from my mom. Because ever since I learned about Lugana, I mostly don't buy Ada except when I need it for big pieces.
A really big piece.
Yeah, because that's all I can find locally. We don't have a local needlework shop.
Did you ever find a mock-up for this?
I did not. I could not find a mock-up for this. This is from a magazine, and I only have the digital edition of the magazine. And I've looked online because it's Doreen Jones. You would think there would be a mock-up somewhere, but alas, I cannot find
you'd
one.
think.
So this is a polar bear, sort of. It's not much of a polar bear right now, but this is my start. This is another scrap of the hand-dyed fabric with the leftover from the Arctic Animals fabric.
Does it have a name?
This
This
called...
is the same fabric that I am making my pineapple on. The blue and white.
Yes.
Cut off the same cloth.
This had a weird name, something about...
Animal,
whatever, Animal Kingdom, I don't know, but there's no mock-up, so that's my start. And that was from December 31st.
Yep.
And the last new start of Hanukkah was actually January 1st, and it is...
I love this year-end WIP parade
Yeah.
we're showing.
This...
It's like a flash into the future.
Right. Anyway, this
We're
is
looking
another
ahead to a new year.
state bird from the Leisure Arts. I don't have a mock-up. I couldn't find them for this either, and I don't even know which way is up. on
Wow,
this one.
you sure did a lot for this one.
Eastern bluebird. This way. No, this way. There we go. That's the way it goes. Sorry for the thread. That is the start. It's not even the bird. It's the twig sticking up behind the bird. And I started this one on a 14 count white Ada because that's what I've done all the other birds in this series on. And I want them all to match at the end.
And this was the night of the 1st?
Yes. January 1st, 2025. That's my first new start in 25, actually.
Alright.
So
And
we're
that's
counting
all,
it
right?
as a year in WIP parade. That is all
We're done
for the
here.
WIP parade. That is all of it.
All
Now
right,
we
bye,
have
folks.
mountains. No. So, plans. 2025 plans. Gabby doesn't make plans, so this is me.
I'm a carefree stitcher.
This is my WIP Go board for 2025. I've made it similar to last year's, but better because I split the stitch along squares up to the first half of the stitch alongs and the second half. So whichever
It's like
stitch,
A day, B day.
yes. So, but I can pick them. So like one of the numbers for January was the first half of the stitch along. So I'll pick 4 of them, whichever 4 I want, and then when that number is called again for the second half, I'll just do the other 4 that I didn't work on yet. So that's my WIP Go. I am aiming for, well, first let me give you stats. Of 2024, I stitched, I think, 316, I don't know where I wrote them, but I think it was 316 of 366 days. I missed a lot around the move.
A whole 50 days you didn't stitch.
They weren't back to back, but
That's
I missed
not even
lot.
a day a week that you missed.
Anyway,
That's crazy.
I had 9 finishes for the year, and I had 31 new starts. So, my plans for 2025 are to do WIP Go. Oh, by the way, I did complete my WIP Go board for 2024. I blacked out the whole board. So, I do get...
Bingo!
Yeah. I do get new patterns, but I'm floating them for a little while. For financial reasons, we're on a spending freeze right now, so I'm floating my rewards a little bit till later, but I still get them. So I'm doing WIP Go for 2025. I want to do 25 finishes in 2025. I'm continuing doing the 50 new starts before I turn 50, and I'm up to...
At least 31.
No, because some of those were before my birthday.
Oh, you...
So I think I've started, I think I've actually started 26 of the 50.
Nice. In less than a year.
Yes, go
Over
me.
halfway done.
If it's one thing I can do, it's start stuff.
projects.
Which is why I'm
5
making
stitches
finishes.
in. Okay, there's another start. Let me get another.
Okay, so I'm aiming for 25 finishes this year. And I am going to take a little page out of the Recovering Monogamous Stitcher's book. Her name is Karen, and she has a focus piece always she has a focus piece, but it's her oldest WIP. So my oldest is actually the Langford Crest. I'm just making sure that it actually is the oldest.
By far.
Yes.
Remember, 11 and a half years.
Yeah. That's my oldest WIP. That is going to be my focus piece for 2025. Hopefully I'll finish it, but we'll see.
Hey, you know you've been stitching that for over half my life.
7. Shh. No shame. I didn't shame you for any of those. So, 7 days a month, I will be working on the Langford Crest, and I am trying to finish it this year, but I don't make any promises. The other plan I have for this year is, last year I tried several new kinds of fabric to stitch on that I'd never tried before. This year, I want to try new flosses. So I want to try silk, variegated, overdyed, pearl cotton, Krynic, and petite treasure braids, just to broaden my horizons.
Stitching horizons.
Correct. Also, I want to try new designers. Specifically, I want to try a Long Dog sampler, Satsuma Street. I want to do almost all of the fabulous houses in that series. Not this year, but I definitely want to start something for them. And the tiny towns. I love the tiny town ones. So.
And I definitely know everything she's talking about.
But trust me, if she saw them, she would be like, she wouldn't want to stitch them necessarily, but she would definitely support me in my choices. So those are my plans for 2025. Gabby doesn't make plans. She's a willy-nilly kind of girl.
I'm a crocheter at heart. I'm sorry.
Which I definitely have the crochet bug after doing that blanket. But
I've been making bats.
Oh yeah, she's been making cute.
You'll see that in the next real floss too.
Yes, they're adorable. She has one finished already.
But finished. Not quite.
Oh, she has one mostly finished then.
It's been mostly finished for the past week.
We've been enjoying,
I've been enjoying the last week of my break.
Right, that's what I was going to say. Their school starts tomorrow. That's why we're doing this 2-day with no editing so that...
Just slap it together.
Yep. Put a title on it, slap it on YouTube. Good to go. So, thank you for joining us for our very first WIP parade. We hope you have a great stitchy year. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring the bell. Share this with all your friends because we're still a very small channel.
Thanks for tuning in.
And please come back.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.